Hello everyone, Glenn Riebenstorff here in Brooklyn, New York. As you've been noticing, I've been putting up many different types of links that give the substantiation for the air purification technology that we market through Velara International, formerly through EcoQuest International. Now, Velara was purchased by Arius Holdings and has made it an even better company than it was under Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson, former Chief Executive Officer of EcoQuest International, was an absolute wonderful leader with the company. I'm so grateful for Mike Jackson, for what he's meant in my life. I could never thank him enough for the amount of time he spent on conference calls throughout the years that I have been an EcoQuest dealer, EcoQuest home-based business owner. Is phenomenal. The things I've learned from him, things I've learned how to run a business, how to set up my business, how to structure my business, the encouragement I've gotten from him, going to EcoQuest conventions over in Tennessee and in functions where he was teaching, been invaluable to my life, and I thank God for him. I wanted to bring to your attention, as I mentioned, the links are absolutely vital in the proof and substantiation of the air purification technology that we market, that nobody else can boast of. I don't care what the air filtration or air purification company is. You can name that individual or that company or that person or whoever. Nobody has the supportive links that we could point to, which is why I put them up on Facebook, to prove the substantiation of our claims. So if you have an open heart, if you have an open mind, and you're honest, obviously you see the truth of what we're saying. We are head and shoulders above everybody else when it comes to air purification. There's a book I'd like to bring to your attention tonight that will be of benefit and of value and pique your interest a bit. When it comes to indoor air quality control, whoever's in the IAQ, indoor air quality control field, would certainly consider a book like this, and it's this one. It's called The Fresh Air for Life, and it's How to Win Your Unseen War Against Indoor Air Pollution. Now, who is this by? It's by Alan C. Summersall, PhD, medical doctor, forward by Professor James Marsden from Kansas State University. And in the back, you could see there's Dr. Summersall. This camera may not be the best. Like a $100 camera doesn't work too well when it comes to print. But that's Dr. Summersall, and this is Dr. James Marsden over at Kansas State University. So Alan Summersall is the one who actually put this book together. But I want to read from the preface something that will be of interest about the technology that we use in our process for air purification. This is what he says, quote, in the preface. The third generation of this technology, known as radiant catalytic ionization. It's a fancy word. Radiant catalytic ionization. We've changed the word now to active pure for the layman, for the average individual. But the third generation of this technology, known as radiant catalytic ionization, proves that it can deliver a complete answer for purifying the indoor air. Again, the third generation of this technology, known as radiant catalytic ionization, proves that it can deliver a complete answer for purifying the indoor air. This final strategy exploits 5 important features. I have mentioned that the Fresh Air Surround employs a 5-stage strategy to purify the air, and that's what this book is all about. This final strategy exploits 5 important features that together provide a synergy that combines advanced oxidation and plasma chemistry to get the job done. What is more, the science supports it. The science supports it, and the test results will speak for themselves. It is the only space-certified air purification technology anywhere in the world today. What a mouthful of truth that is. And here's the statement. Here's the right here. It is the only space-age certified air purification technology in the world today. Here it says the science supports what we've got, using the 5-stage strategy that we employ in our technology. Now this book is put out by the Wellness Group. The Wellness Group, but it is also available on Amazon.com for $19.95. If you go to Amazon.com and you type in Fresh Air for Life, you will see this book. It is worth it. What a fabulous book this is when it comes to indoor air quality control, the types of different air purification and filtration systems that are out in the marketplace, the myths about ozone. I mean, there's an article, there's actually a, let's see here, where can I find it? There's a chapter about the ozone paradox, about, it says here, when the facts don't fit, as in this case, you must acquit. In other words, if the Environmental Protection Agency, the California Air Resource Board, or any so-called agency that's supposed to be on the side of truth doesn't have the truth about ozone, well, I would listen to the doctor and the scientists who know better, because you don't have any scientific documentation anywhere that the RCI technology or the active pure technology either doesn't work or is bad by any of these government agencies. Where is their scientific proof? Where is the EPA's proof? Where is the California Air Resource Board's proof? There isn't any. But with the independent scientists and the good doctors talking about our technology being the best, that it is the only space certified air purification technology anywhere in the world, and that what is more, the science supports it, then what's wrong with the EPA? If the science supports it, what's wrong with the California Air Resource Board, or all the naysayers who say that our technology doesn't work? What's going on? Is it called red tape? Is it called bureaucracy? Is it called let's fill everybody with drugs rather than taking care of the problem, which is going after the problem of indoor air pollution, which, by the way, the the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, says indoor air pollution is the #1 health concern for our country. Indoor air pollution. You know, when we sealed off buildings and the way buildings were built from the 1970s onward, we have sealed in with deadly precision all of these harmful agents that get stuck in a heating, ventilating, and air conditioning system, and also float in our atmosphere. Viruses float in the air for days and days and days, and also what gets trapped in a heating, ventilating, and air conditioning system. You don't want to know. This is what produces sick building syndrome. The EPA building, for example, has had one of the worst cases of sick building syndrome known in their heating, ventilating, and air conditioning systems, strangely enough, ironically enough. What are some of the symptoms of sick building syndrome? Irritability, eye loss, memory loss, vomiting, brain damage. You know, there was a lot of people getting sick in the EPA building because of sick building syndrome. And this book speaks of the answer, by the way, which is the radiant catalytic ionization put out formerly by EcoQuest International, which was developed by the NASA space program and is now in the Vollara Surround and the Vollara Fresh Air Box and any of the fresh air technologies that we market in Vollara International. There's no reason to be concerned, there's no reason to be confused, there's no reason to be skeptical when it comes to who has the best, the premium world-class product line for air purifications. That's why books like this are written.